there, Antonio from Paired Recruiting. Let me ask you something. How confident are you when it comes to negotiating salaries with overseas employees? If you've ever felt unsure about how much to offer or how to approach the conversation, you're definitely not alone. Negotiating salaries is tricky enough, but when you add in different currencies, cost of living factors, and local market norms into the mix, it can feel downright overwhelming. But here's the good news. With the right approach, you can negotiate salaries that are fair, competitive, and beneficial for both you and your overseas employees. In today's video, I'll walk you through how to negotiate salaries with overseas employees. We'll cover how to research the market rates, consider cost of living differences, and structure compensation packages that attract top talent. Plus, I'll share tips for navigating cultural differences and avoiding common mistakes. By the end of this video, you'll feel confident approaching salary negotiations with clarity and professionalism. And remember, if you're looking for help with global hiring, Paired Recruiting is here to make the process seamless. Let's dive right in. The first step in negotiating salaries with overseas employees is understanding the local market rates. Offering too little can make your role unappealing, while offering too much can strain your budget unnecessarily. Start by researching salary benchmarks in the country where your candidate is based. Platforms like Glassdoor, PayScale, or local job boards can provide insights into the typical range for the role you're looking for. Look for data specific to the job title, experience level, and industry. Another important factor is regional variation within a country. For example, in larger countries like India or Brazil, salaries can vary significantly between major cities and smaller towns. A software engineer in Sao Paulo might earn far more than one in a rural area. Keep in mind that labor laws in some countries mandate minimum salaries or benefits for specific roles. Be sure to familiarize yourself with these regulations to ensure compliance. Lastly, consider reaching out to personal or professional networks for insights. If other businesses in your industry have hired overseas employees, they can often provide valuable benchmarks. By starting with solid research, you'll have a clear understanding of what's competitive and fair, which sets the stage for a successful negotiation. Cost of living differences play a huge role in salary negotiations with overseas employees. A salary that's competitive in one country might not be enough in another, even for the same role. To put this into perspective, let's say you're hiring a graphic designer in the Philippines and another in the United States. The cost of housing, transportation, and other expenses in these two countries is vastly different. Offering a US-based salary to someone in the Philippines might seem generous, but offering too little might not account for their specific financial needs. One way to approach this is by using cost of living calculators. Tools like Numbeo or Salary.com allow you to compare living expenses between locations. This can help you determine a fair salary that aligns with the local cost of living while still being competitive. However, avoid making the mistake of basing your offer solely on cost of living. You also need to consider the candidate's skills, experience, and the value they bring to your business. Combining these factors will ensure your offer feels fair and respectful. When you're transparent about how you arrived at your salary offer, it builds trust and lays the foundation for a strong working relationship. One of the most effective ways to navigate salary negotiations with overseas employees is to think beyond just salary. Compensation packages that include additional perks and benefits can make your offer more attractive, even if the base salary is slightly lower. Here are some elements to consider. Health insurance. In some countries, providing private health insurance is a massive perk, especially if public healthcare systems are lacking. Flexible work hours. Remote employees often value the ability to set their own schedules, especially if they're in a different time zone. Professional development. Offering to cover the cost of online courses, certifications, or conferences can show you're invested in their growth. Performance bonuses. Incentives tied to clear goals can be a win-win. You reward great performance and they're motivated to exceed expectations. Equipment or stipends. Providing a laptop, software subscriptions, or a monthly stipend for internet and utilities can make a big difference for remote workers. When you present a well-rounded compensation package, it's easier to address concerns about salary. It also helps demonstrate that you value your employees' well-being and long-term success. When negotiating with overseas employees, it's essential to understand cultural differences in how salary discussions are approached. What works in one country might not translate so well in another. For example, in the US, candidates often expect to negotiate and advocate for themselves during the hiring process. process. In contrast, candidates in countries like Japan or South Korea might view salary negotiation as uncomfortable or even disrespectful. They may expect you to present a fair offer up front. To navigate these differences, take time to research the cultural norms of the country you're hiring in. Pay attention to things like tone, communication, and the level of formality expected during negotiation. It's also a good idea to ask open-ended questions to better understand the candidate's expectations. For example, what salary range would you feel comfortable with? Are there specific benefits that are important to you in this role? Approaching the conversation with empathy and respect for cultural nuances can help you avoid misunderstandings and build a stronger connection with your candidate. Avoid common mistakes in salary negotiation. Even with the best intentions, it's easy to make mistakes when negotiating salaries with overseas employees. Here are some pitfalls to watch out for and how to avoid them. Offering a salary that's too low can alienate candidates and harm your reputation. If your offer isn't competitive, the candidate is likely to walk away or accept but quickly look for other opportunities. Always base your offer on solid research. Overlooking benefits. As mentioned earlier, compensation isn't just about salary. Neglecting benefits can make your offer less attractive even if the base pay is good. Compliance is key when hiring internationally. Missteps like failing to provide legally required benefits or paying below minimum wage can result in fines or legal trouble. Salary negotiations take time. If you rush through them, you risk overlooking important details or failing to address the candidate's concerns. Be patient and willing to listen. Some candidates may come back with a counter offer. Be prepared to discuss and adjust your offer if necessary, as long as it aligns with your budget and goals. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll set the stage for successful negotiations and a positive hiring experience. How you communicate your salary offer is just as important as the number itself. A poorly presented offer can leave candidates feeling undervalued, even if the compensation is fair. Start by framing your offer in a positive and confident way. For example, based on your experience, skills, and the value you bring to this role, we're excited to offer you X amount. This also includes these benefits. We believe this package reflects the importance of the position and aligns with your expertise. If the candidate expresses concerns or requests a higher salary, be open to discussing it. Ask questions to understanding their perspective and explore whether adjustments can be made within your budget. For example, can you share more about what you were hoping for in terms of compensation? Are there specific benefits or incentives that would make this offer more appealing to you? Transparency and collaboration go a long way in salary negotiations. When candidates feel heard and respected, they're more likely to view the process positively, even if compromises are necessary. And there you have it, how to negotiate salaries with overseas employees. From researching market rates to structuring benefits and navigating cultural differences, salary negotiations don't have to be daunting. With the right approach, you can create offers that are fair, competitive, and align with your business goals. Of course, if you're looking for extra guidance, Paired Recruiting is here to help. We specialize in connecting businesses like yours with top global talent and making the hiring process seamless, including salary negotiations. Ready to take the stress out of international hiring? Visit our website or click the link in the description below for a free consultation. And hey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who's hiring overseas. Got questions about salary negotiations or global hiring? Drop them in the comments and I'd love to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.